Ladies and gentlemen, the world is not suffering from a lack of talent. The world is suffering from a lack of fast, true leadership. Leadership that stands firm when pressure is heavy. Leadership that chooses courage over comfort. Leadership that serves others before serving ego. Today, I want to talk about leadership through the example of a woman whose journey carries lessons the world desperately needs to hear. General Laura Richardson. Not just a military leader, not just a high-ranking officer, but a living reminder that great leadership is forged, not gifted. Lesson 1: Leadership begins with responsibility, not power. Laura Richardson did not chase authority. She accepted responsibility. From the earliest days of her career, she understood something many leaders forget. Fast power does not make you a leader. Responsibility does. She learned to lead by being accountable for decisions, for people and for outcomes, even when the cost was high. True leaders do not ask, "What do I gain?" They ask, "If depends on me." And in a world obsessed with titles and recognition, this mindset alone separates leaders from followers. Lesson 2: Discipline creates freedom. One of the most misunderstood truths about leadership is discipline. People think discipline limits you. But Laura Richardson's journey proves the opposite. Discipline gave her clarity. Discipline gave her consistency. Discipline gave her the freedom to perform under pressure when others collapsed. While others searched for shortcuts, she built habits. While others waited for motivation, she relied on structure. Because motivation fades, but discipline carries you through the darkest moments. Leadership is not built on how you feel, it is built on what you do every single day. Lesson 3: Calm is a weapon. In moments of chaos, people don't look for perfection, they look for calm. Laura Richardson mastered the ability to stay composed when the stakes were high. Because panic spreads faster than fear, but so does calm. When a leader remains steady, others regain confidence. When a leader speaks with clarity, confusion disappears. This is a secret every leader must understand. That your emotions set the emotional temperature of the room. Control yourself, and you lead the situation. Lose control, and the situation leads you. Lesson 4: Leadership is service, not status. The greatest leaders never see themselves above others. Laura Richardson led with a servant's mindset. She believed leadership meant protecting people, developing people, and standing beside people, not standing over them. She listened before she commanded. She learned before she judged. She supported before she demanded. And that is why people followed her, not out of fear, but out of trust. The world doesn't need louder leaders. It needs humble leaders who listen. Lesson 5: Resilience is non-negotiable. Leadership is not tested when everything goes right. It is tested when everything goes wrong. Laura Richardson faced pressure, criticism, exhaustion, and moments where quitting would have been easier. But resilience is not about never falling. It is about standing back up, every time. She understood that setbacks are not stop signs. They are training grounds. And every challenge refined her character instead of breaking it. Leaders who last are leaders who adapt. Lesson 6: You represent more than yourself. One of the heaviest burdens of leadership is representation. Laura Richardson knew that her actions carried meaning far beyond herself. Every decision sent a message. Every mistake became a lesson. Every success opened doors for others. She carried that weight with integrity. Leadership is not about being perfect. It's about being responsible for your influence. Because whether you want it or not, someone is watching how you lead. Lesson 7: Courage is a daily choice. Courage is not a one-time act. It is choosing the hard conversation. It is standing by your values when it costs you. It is making decisions that are right, not popular. Laura Richardson showed that courage is quiet, consistent, and deeply personal. Not dramatic, not loud, but unshakable and that avoids discomfort. Courageous leaders change history. Fonka's final message: the world needs leaders like this. The world today is divided, uncertain, and overwhelmed. What we need are leaders who are calm in chaos, disciplined in action, humble in success, resilient in failure, and courageous in truth. Laura Richardson's leadership teaches us this powerful truth. Leadership is not about command, it is about character. You don't need a uniform to lead, you don't need permission to stand for values, and you don't need perfection to inspire others. Start where you are, lead who you can, and carry responsibility with honor. Because the world does not need more followers. It needs leaders, the leaders like Laura Richardson. 再见。